Tonight in downtown Tampa, the Bolts take aim on a fourth consecutive win in this homestand as the Anaheim Ducks make their only appearance of the season inside Amalie Arena.
That's the way things usually start. Interesting that Anaheim took that pass initially away and want them to work it down low.
Ryan Gibbons with a pass cut around. He's shooting and a save by Louis Domingue. Now Stamkos. Kucherov has it. Back to Hedman. He'll rifle one and a save by Miller. Pass ahead to center ice, knocked down by Marcus Pettersson. Now to Getzlaf. Out in front, Rickard Rakell, and he's taken down on a collision in the slot with a player sliding into the net. And it's Anthony Cirelli who collided with him, and we get the whistle. Tyler Johnson facing off against Getzlaf, and the Ducks get it. Rakell, nice move, marching to the net, finally stopped, got it on goal, a save by Domingue.
Rakell with a beautiful move against Chernak, and then the puck was in the air, took a swat at it. Louis Domingue had to have good focus there to jam that one up.
Mikhail Sergachev working with Coburn, sharp pass to Killorn. Killorn with the shot, reaches Miller, bounced up off his stick. He handles it as Joseph storms the net. And we get the stoppage. Walensky back there for it. He absorbs a hit from Ernie. Aberg coming back, leaving it along the boards. Paquette poked it free. Callahan in front. Shot by Chernak. Saved by Miller, and he covers it up.
Look how quickly he gets that one away. He's got some terrific hands. Nice work by Callahan in a crowd. Attracts two guys. That gives Chernak just a little bit of room, and he's able to whistle that one on net.
Cirelli, a clean win. Girardi putting it in front, tipped on goal. Rebound try. Miller is stopped there. Cirelli tipped the initial shot. He collided with Miller. They both went down. We get a whistle.
Nice shot by Girardi. See that redirection? And then that's Kessler's fault. And that's a terrific redirection there. And he has to pay the price. Ryan Miller, boy, that's a nice diving save. I think that hit Cirelli too.
Around the net, backhanding it in the goal mouth. There's a shot, a stop there by Domingue. On the try by Jacob Larson. He too looking for his first NHL goal. Pass now to Kucherov, fed to McDonough, shooting, a save by Miller, who came out for a look at all that fancy passing and was there for the shot. Long pass, Getzlaf trying to spring Rakell. He'll still get to the deflected pass, and he is crunched there by Chernak, and that got Domingue, whose stick is over in the corner. Now they find Rakell, quick shot, and Domingue got a piece of that.
There's the collision. Look, Louis Domingue. Thank goodness he's wearing a mask and has that protection on the back of his head, because he definitely caught a piece of that crossbar, but looks none the worse for wear.
Miller absorbs a hit here. Stamkos with room off the boards, firing, knocked down by Miller. He stopped Gord on the rebound. Stamkos fires, that's blocked. He'll go back for it. Now to Hedman, around to Girardi. JT Miller pulls out. Stamkos shoots, save there by Miller, and the puck deflects to the far side, and Rakell's got it.
Here comes Stamkos with a shot. There's the rebound right there. Yanni Gord does get a lick at it, but Miller with a big save, and then Miller creates space and time for Stamkos to get open. Stamkos rips it. It did not go off the handle. It went off the crossbar.
Larson's drive was deflected away by Callahan. Sherwood forsaking his stick from behind the net, coming off at a change. It's angled out in front, got away from Domingue, and he had to make a save on Pontus Aberg. Manson's got it back. Checked well by Johnson. Coburn. Sergachev looks for Tyler Johnson, playing that left side. Nice relay, point of love, saved by Ryan Miller. What a stop there, what a play all the way around.
A beautiful one-touch pass from Tyler Johnson under pressure, really tough one to handle, to Braden Point, coming at a different speed late on the play. Makes a beautiful move here. Excellent patience by Ryan Miller there.
Slot. Now he's checked by Cirelli. Callahan worked hard to get that puck loose, and here he comes, taking on Pettersson, who's got a pretty good reach. Nice play to Sergachev, feeding it from the corner, and Miller ready with the stop there on the shot by Killorn along the goal line.
Outstanding shot, which definitely was going in. Everything executed to a T, but Ryan Miller was one step ahead.
And Ritchie feeding it back. Stamkos in the back check, broke it up. Sergachev with it. He's checked by Ritchie. Now Enrique out in front, quick shot, they score! Josh Manson following up has opened the scoring in the second period for the Ducks.
Josh Manson had a free and clear shot all the way to the net, and he puts it in the upper reaches of the net. Nothing Louis Domingue can do there.
20 goals with the Ducks at only 57 games last year, so he's a source for offense that they're going to need throughout this year. Kasha hands it off to Dutch, and his stick breaks in half, and Stamkos is off to the races, joined by Gord. Stamkos waits, shoots, saved by Miller, and he covers the puck.
As Jake Dotchin's stick just fails him, Montour's the guy back, I believe, and Steven Stamkos is measuring it. Yanni Gord is driving to the net, but Stamkos is at high speed. He's got to decide by here, am I going to shoot? Tries to go short side on Ryan Miller.
The Lightning have been ruling the division, or at least been up near the top. Now they're both there. Kucherov in front. They score! Braden Point. That combination clicks at just the right time to tie the game at 1.
And there's not much Ryan Miller could do about that one as the point line finally strikes gold.
Brandon Montour. And a good pass to Kessler with speed, cutting in, firing it wide. And the rebound on it front, backhanded on goal by Cogliano, and a save by Louis Domingue. And Johnson trying to work it free. Kucherov is going to get whistled here for a hook as he took down Raquel.
Tampa number 86, minor penalty, hooking.
Stamkos still in there digging, usually on just for that faceoff. Ducks won it though. Aberg with a big drive off the glass, they score! It was punched in by Kessler, side of the goal, off the rebound, off the glass. A power play goal for the Ducks.
That's a really tough one for Louis Domingue because the shot did go wide. Where is it? Where is it? Did it go off his back? I'm not sure who put this one in. Now we'll get a good look. Oh, it was Ritchie. Ritchie, that one came off a weird angle. You can see Louis Domingue really had very little he could do about this one.
And little Brian Gibbons, 5'8", 175, and he sticks his nose in there. Aberg back to the point. Pedersen's try doesn't make it through. Was knocked down by Rowney. He scores. He picked up the rebound himself and put it in. And the Ducks scored 2 quick ones for a 3-1 lead.
Takes advantage of Louis Domingue being down and falling backwards, and he shovels that one over the pad. So 2 quick strikes, and Anaheim's in the driver's seat.
Joseph's got it. Plays it to Killorn. Back to Joseph. Shooting. Blocked. Kept alive. Cirelli hooks it just wide as he put it out front. And the puck coming in front now. The shot. Miller, a great save on Alex Killorn. As the Ducks under significant heat here from that Cirelli line, but Miller and the Ducks survived to this point. Now Gibbons in the box in a 3-on-5. That's a good sign for the Lightning. He scored a goal down 2 men with Jersey last year. Here's Stamkos controlling the puck. 1 penalty over. Kucherov. And he sends it off the stick of Miller. He tipped it just wide. He had an open side. In the corner now with Kucherov playing it. 3:10 to go. We'll keep an eye on Domingue. Lightning down 3-1. Puck is cleared here. And getting to it, it's Aberg cutting in and shooting. What a save by Louis Domingue to hold him off. Turned back here by Carter Rowney, who's been one of the Ducks stars in this 3rd period. He scored the 3rd goal, but he's been solid in his work in other areas, and that's going to do it. Well, the Lightning had won 3 in a row coming in. The Anaheim Duck moms are happy to see their sons victorious here in their 2nd game in a long 5-game road trip, winning at 3-1. The Lightning 3-game winning streak coming to an end. Ryan Miller now 23-10 in his career against the Tampa Bay Lightning.